Have you ever wondered what truly defines race? Is it merely a matter of genetics, or is there more to this intricate social construct? These questions invite us to venture into the complex landscape of race. At first glance, race might seem like a straightforward concept, often associated with skin color and physical features. Yet it extends far beyond the biological realm. It also encompasses cultural, historical, and socio-political elements. These components intertwine to form the tapestry of our racial identities, challenging the simplistic notion of race as a solely biological fact. The concept of race is like a multifaceted gem, each facet reflecting a different aspect of our identity. It's a construct that's been shaped and reshaped by centuries of human interaction, societal norms, and historical events. So let's embark on this enlightening journey, unearthing the multi-layered complexities of race. As we delve deeper, we'll begin to see that race is more than meets the eye. Over time, numerous myths about race have taken root in our society, shaping how we perceive ourselves and others. Let's start with the first myth, the belief that there is a biological basis for racial categories. This myth suggests that there are distinct biological differences between races that justify the division of humanity into a handful of categories. However, genetic research has revealed that there is more genetic variation within races than between them, debunking the notion of biological race. Next, we have the myth that certain races are inherently superior or inferior to others. This idea is not only scientifically unfounded, but also ethically wrong. The belief in racial superiority has been used as a basis for horrific acts of discrimination and violence throughout history. No race is superior or inferior to any other. We are all human. Then there's the misconception that racism is a thing of the past. While it's true that we've made significant strides in combating racial discrimination, systemic racism still exists and continues to impact individuals and communities. Lastly, the notion that acknowledging race is inherently racist. Recognizing and acknowledging race is not racist. In fact, it's necessary for understanding and addressing racial disparities and injustices. By debunking these myths, we can start to dismantle the harmful stereotypes that perpetuate racial discrimination. Systemic racism is not a myth, but a harsh reality that continues to create disparities in our society. It's an enduring issue that permeates every corner of our lives, from the wealth we accumulate to the education we receive and the health outcomes we experience. Imagine two parallel universes, one shaped by privilege, the other marred by systemic barriers. In the privileged world, wealth flows freely, education is a right, not a privilege, and health is a given. Contrast this with the world shaped by systemic racism, where wealth is a mirage, education a luxury, and health a constant battle. But remember, systemic racism is not an individual problem, it's a structural issue. It's not about one person's prejudice, it's about systems and policies that perpetuate inequality. And because it's a structural issue, it requires collective action to address. We can't simply wish it away or ignore it. Systemic racism is a cycle that we must collectively strive to break. In this brief exploration, we've scratched the surface of the complexities of race. We've tackled the intricate tapestry of identity and privilege, debunked long-held racial myths, and shed light on the enduring impacts of systemic racism. The journey to understanding is far from over, and it is incumbent upon each of us to continue this quest for knowledge. As we continue to challenge misconceptions and strive for a more equitable world, remember, understanding is the first step to change.